So we have some mixed, I guess, looks here at the IPO market. You could be more of an optimist and say, hey, the fact that we have seen 33 companies go public, that could be a strong indication just in terms of what we could expect once the Fed cut rates. But what do you think this signals about the activity that we'll likely see for the rest of the year?
Yeah, absolutely. I think I'm more of an optimist. I think that the IPO market is off to a very good start so far in 2024. I know you point out that 33 number, but looking at just companies that have raised 100 million or more, that sizable group, we've seen a pretty sizable increase over the last 2 years so far this year, and we're only a couple weeks into the second quarter. I think that we've seen a lot of activity in the pipeline, both the private and the public backlog. And we are starting to see this spring pickup materialize. We have 2 large deals on the calendar for this week, and already 2 more on for next week, including Ibotta, which is another large tech deal. So I think that the IPO market is in a good place as we head into the rest of the year.
Avery, for the companies that are sitting on the sidelines here, what do you think could be the single biggest catalyst to make them make the final leap and go public this year?
Returns are definitely going to be at the forefront of these issuers' minds. We have seen returns improve so far this year. We saw them improve last year. And going forward, I think if we continue to see that these recent large deals outperform, that will be a huge driver for continued activity, especially from these tech deals that we've seen, Reddit and Astera, and now Ibotta next week. The majority, they represent probably the majority of the IPO backlog. And seeing these deals do well will encourage more issuers to come to market.
Avery, where are you expecting to see the most activity? Because since the start of the year, we have seen a number of sectors see some increase. And when it comes to the performance of some of these IPOs, I think Reddit's performance, at least initially, surprised the street. What do you think that signals just in terms of where we will likely see that activity industry-wide?
Healthcare is always one of the most active sectors, usually followed by tech. That has obviously dropped off the last couple of years as we've seen the tech sector deteriorate. But we have a diverse group of IPOs preparing to go public. We have names from the consumer sector, financials, industrials. I do think that we are expecting a revival in tech this year. We could see that start to jump back up. Maybe by deal count, definitely in terms of proceeds. But healthcare, tech, a consumer, those 3 I think are going to be major players this year in activity.